Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So right now I'm headed to the store real quick because I want to change out my window boxes. Everything's still looking pretty good, but I want to try to do it a little bit different, and I might try to see if I can get those boxwoods out if they're not frozen in place. Also, I want to change out my arrangement that's out there. Believe it or not, you guys, when you see what I have sitting on there, you are going to be shocked. And I'll show you that once we get back to the house. And then from there, I have to water my containers. Now, if you guys container garden, they're not being provided any water unless we are actually out there giving them water. I have it on a little water scheduling, so I'm going to water the ones in the front. I also am going to go back in and water my winter containers that I put up. If I have enough time, then I want to try to get a winter arrangement out there, you know, just not nothing too big, just something kind of cute and something so when you walk out there it's not so bare, because it's not like I have a lot of blooms going on. Now my garden in the summertime is very beautiful, but in the wintertime I like to try to keep something out there in order to, you know, so it's not so bare when I walk outside. I do have a couple of urns that might work if I don't find anything, but I'm gonna see what they have at these couple different shops. So I made it to the shop. I'm gonna run in, see what I see. All right, so they didn't have anything, so I'm thinking that I might run home real quick. I definitely know for sure I got to make sure I get that tree watered, because wintertime is very important to make sure we are watering our flowers, and that's because it can freeze dry your plants. So we get a lot of rain here in St. Louis, but I still like to go out there. Like if I know it's not going to be rain in a couple of days, I try to at least try to go out there and water them at least once every 2 weeks, and that way I know they won't freeze dry. You guys, look at these Gerber daisies, and they are literally still putting on blooms. Look at that. I believe that if I brought them into my sunroom, they would definitely make it through to next season. And everything did not. So I have this juniper up underneath here. I'm going to dig that out and put that in another container. And everything else. So I had one juniper that made it, and the other one did not. Let me show you this other container. All right, you guys. Now look at that beautiful lemon coral sedum and come through Gerber daisy. I mean, the lemon coral sedum is still holding on too. The other day, I did not pull out these lemon coral sedums when I pulled out the rest of my lemon coral sedums, because I like to do tests to see what can a plant withstand. So these actually, I am going to pull these out. I'm also going to put these into another container. Some canna bulbs that I'm going to dig up as well. So let's get to it. are mushy. So these are no good. So I didn't get them in enough time. So I'm just going to dig them out. Now that I have everything pulled out, I went in, I pulled out my Canna Rhizomes. Some of them were a little smushy, but then some of them were hard. I'm gonna let those harden off, like cure inside the sunroom for a little while. I may even take them into the garage and let them harden off, see what I maybe can save, and if I can't save it, then lesson learned that I have to get it out sooner. Typically, I like to go in and pull my cannas with the first frost, but I've had cannas survive from year to year to year, and they're hardy to zone 7. I want to go in and try to clean this area where the water fountain is, get these cobwebs off, and see if I can get some of this hard water off. Now that I've went in and I cleaned everything off, we're going to head to the front and start watering everything in, because I want to stay on my watering schedule. And just in case we have a snow that we don't know about, or the temperatures drop dangerously low, I want to make sure that my plants do not freeze dry in place. I'm going to go in and wrap up my water hose because I want to make sure they don't freeze over. We've had to replace both of our water faucets in the front and the back, so I try to make sure I take the water hose in for the season. So I'm going to wrap those up after I get done. thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And as always, I'll be showing you pictures later.